Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being here, your continued love and support. If you're new, you may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick your card readings in playlists for you guys to check out. Those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking into career. We are looking at what is next. What is next for you in your career, to see if there's any maybe changes coming up, or if Spirit is kind of helping to guide you into maybe even a little bit of a different direction, career change, maybe raises, some type of, I don't know, movement into a different position, higher level position. We'll just kind of see whatever it is that does come through. So pile number one, we have this one here. It says the otter and cattail with peace. And that is going to be with this little cat's eye here for pile number one. It's kind of like a light blue and brown stripey kind of thing going on, which actually matches this card. I pulled the crystals before I pulled the cards, but yeah, it matches pretty good. Blue and brown. Okay, so that is going to be for pile number one. Pile number two, we have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration, and that is going to be with this little, I think it's a brown jasper. Okay, little brown jasper for pile number two, and that one says inspiration on it. Pile number three, we have the lizard and pitcher plant with stagnation. Okay, and this one here I've paired with a jade. Okay, so it's a green color. That is jade for pile number three. So you can go based off of the artwork, a keyword, the crystal, whichever one you feel works the most. Okay, whatever you feel guided to do at this time. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay for this reading. Also know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, if the messages resonate for you, those are the messages that are meant for you at that time. Okay, timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile one. So those of you that resonated with the otter and cattail with peace and the little cat's eye, this is going to be a reading. So we are going to find out what is next in your career. So let's see. We're going to put out your tarot on top, and then we'll put your oracle at the bottom. So we have the hanged woman, okay, which is the hangman. We have the 5 of swords. We have the ace of wands. We have the 6 of wands. Okay. We have the ace of cups. And we have temperance. Okay, let's see what's in your oracle. All right, so, wow, we have the black jaguar, old soul, and it says, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. This is actually really beautiful, this card. Okay. We also have the orca whale with adventure, and it says, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams. Wow. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Okay. We have protection with the guardians of the land, and there's a stag back there. And then we have the eagle spirit with freedom. I love that, because with both of these, we have the number 13 here. which is the Death card in the tarot, which is about an ending. Ending something, a change. And then you have number 21 here, which is the World, which is also an ending to allow for a new beginning. So many of you, and I'm seeing you have two aces here, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I love that, because this is kind of going off of that energy of some type of new beginning that is possible for you here. And I feel like it's one that Spirit is kind of wanting you to be at peace with, okay? So those of you that are currently, let's just say, doing something, you're employed, you're maybe even feeling guided to make some type of a career change, I feel like Spirit is fully supporting whatever change this is or whatever you're feeling guided to at this time, because the Hangman can be a suspended state, a place of non-action, a place of us stagnation, right? Or a stagnation here. And because I feel like we have the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is a lot of feeling self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay. You may be feeling a little bit challenged. I mean, some of you could literally be wanting to make a change here and are kind of, there's a lot of negative self-talk that is blocking you from actually moving forward with it. Okay. And I feel like Spirit is saying here that you are being protected during this change. This is Spirit saying here, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song, which means basically do what your soul wants to do, right? Do what your soul is feeling guided to do. Manifest your travel dreams. So some of you, maybe it is a travel job. Maybe you are wanting to relocate or move to a new home, a new area, a new city, country, state, town. It's like with the energy of freedom here, many of you, because the Hangman is also about gaining perspective, insight, enlightenment. You know, sometimes we need to take a step back from something that we're doing. Maybe it's a career that we're doing or something that we may not be completely happy with. And sometimes there's a need to kind of just step back and take a look at the higher perspective here, especially with this eagle here. Okay. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to be confident in yourself, in your journey. Many of you, I feel like with the Six of Wands energy here, are going to be receiving some type of opportunity here. With the two aces, you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. There may be some type of divine inspiration, which is kind of like an idea, right? Us feeling inspired to do something that has potential, something that has the potential for us to create and turn into something more. I mean, I am literally seeing a little house here that kind of looks like it's out in the country. You know, it's definitely more rural, more close to nature. And I'm seeing there's a snake that's kind of around her wrist too. So for some of you, it can even be like this huge transformation that is taking place within you. Some of you are feeling guided, maybe even, I don't know, living closer to nature or being inspired to move. I'm seeing mountains back here too. But yes, the Ace of Wands can really be anything that Spirit is bringing to us. And that can come through our dreams. Some of you, I'm feeling that there's a lot of, maybe some of you are even seeing like crows or ravens, birds. I'm seeing a dragonfly that is there. Eagles. There's the jaguar here, the whales, the stag. We have a little otter. But yeah, maybe some of you, Spirit is communicating with you through animals, animal spirits. And if you've been seeing a particular animal pretty regularly, I would say look up the spiritual meaning of that animal's energy, what kind of energy it embodies, and that may be a need for you to embody the energy of that animal for this next step on your career path. But this really feels with what's next in your career is that there's a change here, okay? There's an ending here. Maybe for some of you, it's moving to a job or a career or pursuing something that does allow you to have more freedom. Maybe more freedom of traveling. I mean, we've got forest here too. Forest in this card. There's a forest here. Okay. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Both of these cards are talking about confidence. It says be loyal. So to me, this is about you being loyal to what you feel your heart's desire is for your career. The Five of Swords to me, because it is kind of a little bit of a negative energy, you have temperance here. And temperance is the process of alchemy. So we're alchemizing this energy of the Five of Swords. And basically shifting that into your power, something that is fueling your passion, your creativity. This is Spirit saying, be brave. Family and friends, or friends and family are your treasures. So maybe for some of you, it's having supportive people around you is the way that I look at that. Supportive friends, supportive family members who support your decision, even if they don't, right? You have to do things for you with what you feel your heart's desire is. But I am feeling it's kind of like, I mean, we literally have adventure here. So many of you could be going on adventure, exploring maybe the depths of your creative energy, you know, wanting a job or a career that helps you feel more free. The Ace of Cups can be an opportunity, a new creative opportunity, you know. Some of you, there could be opportunities that are coming into you, and this is maybe a need for you to say yes and to go for it. Okay? It says you have the power from beyond the world, which makes me feel like Spirit is wanting you to trust your intuition. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So maybe for what's next for you in your career path is you're doing a job or a career that you love, that makes you happy, that makes you feel fulfilled. Maybe some of you quite literally are going to sing or have some type of creative talent. It says sing your wild song. I don't know. Maybe some of you literally are singers, or who knows, maybe you're doing some light language or working healing. We have temperance here as well. The Six of Wands to me is also about you being in the spotlight. This is you gaining recognition. This could be through social media. It could be at your own website. It could be, you know, there's some type of success or victory here. This almost makes me feel like Spirit saying, trust what your heart is telling you. Move towards your dreams. Take action towards creating your dream career, your dream life, and you will be successful. Okay? This makes me feel like you're aligning with what your purpose is, or what you feel your purpose is, right? What you're feeling guided towards. And your purpose is your purpose. So meaning that you're not going to fail. Okay? You're not going to fail. When something is your purpose, it's something that you are meant to do. Okay? You're meant to do. So this is something that the Spirit wanting you to have confidence. And even in this old soul card, it looks like there's this staircase that's here. I don't know why, but when I first pulled this card, it kind of looks like a little portal. I mean, we have old soul here, so many of you may be old souls, and this is a need for you to remember who you are, what your talents are, what your skills are, and maybe build up the confidence. But yes, to me, this is about you feeling free. This is about you being successful, having opportunity that's here. This is a very powerful energy of manifestation here as well. And I feel like Spirit's wanting you to feel a sense of peace. Maybe you will. Maybe some of you will feel a sense of peace when you move or shift into this new beginning for yourself, for your career. And yes, I'm definitely feeling that Spirit is saying to you here, you are being protected because this is what's meant for you. You can't screw it up. Okay, you can't. This is like something that I feel like is destined here for you, is this change into this direction of you manifesting, right? You are more powerful than you know, pile one. You can create your dreams. So let's pull some Additional cards here. Yeah, this makes me feel, because Temperance is also about balance, peace, harmony. So it makes me even feel like kind of like this next chapter even of your career is one that is kind of just like very calm. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of blessings. There's a lot of opportunities here for you in terms of your career. It's like Spirit saying here, focus on what you really want. So to me, this is you keeping that vision in your mind's eye and manifesting it. And you have the power to do so. You have Temperance here, which is co-creation. You're co-creating here. Maybe some of you are having a little bit of a shift of perspective and kind of seeing, I mean, some of you could even be in a very toxic environment, like a toxic job, a toxic work environment. You know, because even these little hobbits, I'm using the Hobbit Tarot, right? The Hobbit Tarot. They look like they're gossiping. This is drama. Cruelty. Some of you could even be subject to bullying in the workplace. People talking behind your back, people causing drama, tension, fights, arguments. It could even be between a boss, coworkers, things of that nature. Some of you are just like, you might feel stuck, right, in that place. But this is Spirit saying you don't have to be, right? You can create a new beginning for yourself and have more peace, even peace of mind, right? Removing yourself out of situations, you know, that are not serving you. Maybe something here too. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, because that Five of Swords is a lot of negativity. Whether it's happening in your environment or it's something that's internal, the negative speaking to oneself, self-sabotaging thoughts. So what is next in pile number 1's career, Spirit? I like this. I really like this energy. All about following your dreams, right? No more doing things that make you feel like, I don't like this, or I don't feel happy or satisfied. This is Spirit saying you're being protected. We've got Gaia, Earth, which is basically like the Empress energy, right? This is abundance. This is manifestation. This is prosperity. This is nurturing. This is birthing something new. And we have the number 16 here, which is the Tower. That is change. This is you releasing anything about your career or the job that you have or the career that you have that is not serving, right? And making some big change here. It's being very connected into the element of earth. So manifestation, I love that. It is you creating something new, right? This could be you being pregnant with an idea, with creative energy, being guided intuitively. Some of you are like truly embodying this energy of Gaia, of Mother Earth, of the Empress, right? Let's see what else. What is next in pile number 1's career? What is next, Spirit? What is next in pile number 1's career? We have the Spirit Fox. It says, trust your talents in changing times. Okay, trust your talents. This makes me feel, for some of you, this could even be an opportunity for you to work at home, from home. Okay? If you've been thinking about it, like, okay, how can I create a business? How can I work from home? How can I open my own business? How can I do something that allows me to have more freedom? This is basically Spirit saying here, create your dream. This is possible for you. Many of you, I feel like you're going to be coming into so much abundance, like pouring out just abundance. Like once you let go of what's not serving you, it's kind of like that's when the floodgates open. That's when Spirit is just really like, here, take it here. It's all available for you, pile 1. There you go. Right? And then you're just like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I wait so long? Why did I wait so long? Why did I doubt myself? But yes, I'm feeling definitely listening to intuition, Look at that. The little raven or the crow is coming in to drop a little pentacle into her cup. That is showering, being showered with blessings, with abundance. Trust your talents, pile one. I mean, the fox is also a very clever animal. Very wise, very, you know, I feel like in a business perspective, this is being very clever, right? Making some really good choices here. Resourceful, being resourceful, using your resources. Let's see here. What is next in pile number one's career? We've got home. Wow. Maybe some of you, like I said, quite literally could be working from home. Maybe, look at that. The Spider Woman with co-creation. Yeah, maybe some of you are manifesting a work from home or a job that allows you to travel, something that feels good to you. I feel like something that feels like, wow, this is perfect. I love this. This feels good. You know what I'm saying? Something that feels authentic for you. And look at that. The number 21 again, the world. That's an ending. Some of you are just needing to have the courage, the strength, the power, the willpower, the determination to make the change. Having and gaining that momentum, making progress, moving forward in a very powerful energy that reduces to a 7. We've got a 4 and an 8 here. That's the Emperor and the Strength card. Together they are 12. The Hanged Man, right? Change and shift in perspective. Reduce, that's a 3. That's the Empress. That also reduces to a 3. That's the Empress energy. Feminine energy. It's like you're using both, right? The balance of both the feminine and the masculine to create here, right? Feminine energy, pregnant with ideas, inspiration, creative energy. Masculine energy kicks in. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, right? Let's make some decisions here. Let's be resourceful. Let's get the plan together. Let's create the vision and the dream and make it happen. I love this. Okay. So yes, at the bottom of the deck, another stag here. It says trust and thrive. Trust, okay? Those of you that have been feeling a need for a shift, a change, trust this feeling. Trust the divine inspiration, ideas, and opportunity that are coming to you, that are available to you. They're leading you onto your path of abundance. Okay? Leading you onto that path of abundance. You're worthy of it. Universe is trying to bless you with that. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So those of you that chose the salamander and black pepper, this is inspiration. So you guys have this little brown Jasper here. One of the things that I was kind of hearing for you guys was choose your path. Spirit saying choose your path. Okay, so we're doing what is next in your career. Okay, so we're gonna look at your tarot. We're gonna put everything out together, but let's see. We've got the Strength card. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 4 of Pentacles. The Sun. The Hierophant. And we have Judgment, which is about a decision, a choice. A decision here. And I feel like it is a big one for you. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Wow, we have the Coyote or Coyote. I don't know, the pronunciations are all over the place, right? I heard somebody say coyote before. I don't know. I guess every place pronounces it different. Like potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Okay, so we have the Revealer of Truth here. It says, don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Revealer of truth. We also have dog friend. And it says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. And you also have inspiration here too. We have the spirit guardian of autumn, and it says letting go. Okay, so maybe for some of you, you're feeling a need for a shift or a change here. We also have flexibility with the willow spirit. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so you have your major energies here. You've got the strength card, the sun, and also judgment. Okay. And the Hierophant. So 4 major arcana. And I will say that looking at this Hierophant card, and I love the way the Hierophant is depicted in this card, but look at how there's a door here and she's kind of cracking open the door. And the Hierophant is a symbol of like higher education, knowledge, wisdom. In this case for business, leveling up, right? So this door is cracked open. And we have these two little girls here. They also look like they have books, like they're ready to learn. Okay? So some of you might even be contemplating going back to school. Going back to school. And yeah, I feel like going back to school so that you can, I don't know, do something else, choose something else. So some of you, maybe this is a big change for you, you know, with letting go of a current career that you're in and wanting to kind of make a shift, because the Judgment card is also about making a decision, a major choice here. It's also answering the call of your soul. So many of you could be feeling called towards your life purpose at this time. Okay, feeling called towards your life purpose. I'm feeling like Spirit is wanting you to be confident here, because we do have strength, confidence, courage, power. Okay, it's a very powerful energy. Now, I will say the one negative thing that I'm kind of seeing here is that Four of Pentacles. Okay, I see it both of it as a positive and a negative, because the Four of Pentacles is telling you basically there's stability here. Okay, that's the good thing. That's a plus. There's stability. But this can also be stagnancy. This can also be us settling. Look at how this Four of Pentacles here, he kind of looks like he's the King of Pentacles turned to stone. He's been sitting there holding on to that pentacle so long. Now he's a stone, part of the earth, the environment. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, why'd you stay here so long? And he's like, I didn't want to let go. I didn't want to change jobs. I was bored, but I was too afraid to change. And now he's just stuck there, right? So positive and negative to this. So for some of you, I feel like if you're feeling the need for a shift, don't be afraid. Okay? Don't be afraid. Look at how the tree's like growing all over him, and he's been there so long that he's stuck. He's too afraid to make a change. He's too afraid of, some of you can even be like financial stuff. Like if you're settling for making less money than what you deserve, but you're too afraid to take that financial risk. This may also be a time for you to save money, you know, to save some money, to set some money aside so that you can make the change. Okay. Ultimately, I feel like because you have the Sun card here, it's about your happiness, you know, because the Sun is a beautiful energy. It's one of achievements and abundance and success. But in order to do that, you have to have the courage to step outside of the comfort zone, you know? So if that means, okay, job is stable and it's providing me the financial stability that I need right now so I can go to school, or so that I can, you know, pursue further education, or even step into changing from into a higher level position, right? With the Hierophant, because this can also be you being a leader, you being a manager. Okay. Some of you might be that as well. I'm feeling with the flexibility here, this is Spirit saying be flexible. Okay. Be flexible. Some of you might be needing to change your beliefs surrounding your ability to create and manifest abundance for yourself as well. Letting go here. Many of you could be letting go of beliefs that you have surrounding your ability to make money, right? And even though I'm looking at this Two of Cups here, this is, I mean, for some of you, this could be employment, a business partnership that you have right now, or that you are employed, right? But what's catching my eye in the back, it says bag end, right? Which, like I said, I'm using the Hobbit Tarot, but I'm noticing end on the door. The end on the door. And then there's another door here that's opening. So this makes me feel like currently your career is kind of going through this period of transition. Maybe there is something that you're going to be letting go of or should let go of. And this is Spirit saying, be flexible. Be flexible with these changes, right? Or if you're wanting, right, to get to this place where you are moving up the ranks, right? Especially with your career. Maybe for some of you, it is being open to taking a class, learning from someone, a mentor, leaving behind a job that is creating stagnancy, like you're not moving up. That could be taking a look at what's currently being offered to you. Is it something that makes you feel fulfilled? Is it something that makes you feel happy? It says, my energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. And you have the inspiration here as well. So I don't know, this kind of gives me like Page of Wands vibes, like starting down a new path, a new journey, a new adventure. The revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. This is like giving me like you spending time being creative. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. So in a way, it's kind of like not being so serious, in a way that you allow yourself to explore. You allow yourself to discover what you love and be confident in yourself and what it is that you choose to do, right? It says, look out for the traps and tricks of life. So that may even be jobs or careers that kind of are maybe not in alignment with you, or even ones that are creating distraction, or even getting stuck sometimes in a job or in a career that you don't love. So yeah, I'm feeling there is a need for flexibility here. Some of you, literally, your soul is already calling you towards a certain direction. So at the beginning, like I said, when I was getting ready, getting in the vibe of your energy here, I kept hearing, choose your path, choose your path. Okay? Choose your path, pile 2. I don't know, maybe this, for some of you, there is going to be a specific friend who's coming into your life to mentor you, to teach you. I mean, you could even be the teacher here. You might be the teacher. I will love without condition. To me, this is being open, receptive, in a place of receptivity to receive, right, from the universe, which is a beautiful energy. I am curious to look to see what this Four of Pentacles is, because like I said, yes, it can be super positive, like we're stable, we're good, money's fine. But like I said, he looks like he's the King of Pentacles that was afraid to make a change. And now he's stuck there. He's turned to stone. Okay. See, the King of Pentacles is someone who is resourceful, someone who has taken risks, right? But of course, the King of Pentacles has learned lessons, right? That's how he becomes the King of Pentacles. He's a master, right? So I look at that as the King of Pentacles who learned this hard lesson of being stagnant and not taking risks. You don't get anywhere. In order to get somewhere in life and move ahead to the next level with our career, we have to take a risk. We have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable to make a change, right? We have to become the change that we wish to see within our career and have the confidence enough to do it so that we can be successful and find happiness and joy and love what we do. Okay, so let's see what this Four of Pentacles energy is. Now, those of you where you feel like I'm not being flexible, I'm afraid to let go, there you are, Four of Pentacles. Don't turn to stone, okay? Don't sit there so long and stay there so long in something that you're feeling bored with, or you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, right? I feel like you're tapping into this energy here. Like I said, it reminds me very much of Page of Wands energy, exploring. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Look at this. Look at that. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. That is you walking away from something that does not serve you any longer. The Eight of Cups is about us setting out on a journey of discovering the self. Finding out what it is that we love, what our heart desires, what our passions are, what our creative, what lights us up. Right? No more wasting time with things that are mediocre. And there's been this huge shift for everyone. Everyone is feeling it throughout the collective of spirit really pushing us to becoming the best possible version of ourselves. And that includes walking away and letting go of people, connections, romantic partnerships, friendships, anything that does not serve, anything that is not in alignment. This is all time for us to kind of like, in a way, get activated into this energy and aligned with what our soul's purpose is. Like, it's like the universe is like, no more wasting time. No more wasting time. Let's get in alignment. Let's get into this higher vibrational energy of, you know, fulfilling your dreams, your desires, your goals, and to know that it is possible for you, right? So this is, yes, I'm feeling be flexible, right? In order for that growth and change to happen for you. Let's see what else. What is this? The Strength card. Okay, so yes, it does require courage, right? It requires us to be confident. And when we make change, it is scary, right? We can be very much afraid of change, afraid to do something, afraid to take a risk. Okay, those of you that are new, you don't know so much about my backstory. I am a registered nurse. I went to school. I worked as a nurse for a long time. And then I got to this point where I was just like, I'm burnt out. I don't want to do this anymore. And I completely changed. I opened my other channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I knew nothing about the tarot. But I went through my spiritual awakening and I just kind of got like pushed into it by spirit. It's like, here you go. Here's a deck of cards. Learn how to use them and here you go. But I had to take this same risk. Because for probably like about a year and a half, I was working on my Moon Moth Goddess channel. And it started to get to the point where I was doing both. And it was too much. And I was like, one of them has to go. And so that was like the scariest choice that I ever made, was to completely step away. Step away from nursing and do this full time and create my own business. And I did it. It was scary. I felt sick. I felt like I was shaking. I felt like I wanted to just be sick. It was a lot, but I did it. I cried when I told my old boss, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I was like nervous, laughter, shaking, crying, feeling sick. Like, what am I about to do right now? Why am I doing this? But it was like, that's where spirit was guiding me. So I did it, you know? So I feel like finding your inner power and your inner strength to kind of find that within inside of yourself, that you're doing something to level up your career in a way that makes you happy, that makes you feel fulfilled, that makes you feel joy, that makes you feel abundance. Every day you wake up in the morning and you're like, I love this. If you don't say that to yourself, then you're in the wrong field. You're doing the wrong thing, right? Because what is meant for you and what is right for you in terms of your career It should light you up every day. Yes, you're going to have those days where you get a little tired and you get a little burnt out, right? With something, if you do too much and you don't take breaks, right? But you should love what you do. It should be your passion. And if what you do is not your passion, why are we doing it, right? There we go. Turn to stone. Let's see what else. The world. There you go. Look at that. That's an ending. That's an ending. Letting go. That's an ending. Okay. So yes, that's what I'm seeing here. And look at that. Four of Pentacles again at the bottom. Okay. Let's see, pile number 2. What is next in your career, pile 2? What is next in your career? What is next in pile number 2's career? What is next in pile number 2's career? The shaman. Trust in higher forces. Okay? Trust where your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, trust where they're leading you. Okay? Trust that you're being guided on your path. Okay? A lot of that requires, a lot of trust, right? A lot of trusting spirit. We have the mountains, and it says stand your ground. Stand your ground. Because some of you, it could be like you feel, okay, well, there is this huge obstacle that's in front of me, so maybe I should just give up, right? Standing your ground is not backing down. Not backing down. It is perseverance. We have Magic Guardian here, and it says unlock the magic within. Unlock your magic. Reveal your power. Reveal your talents, your abilities, your skills. Okay. We have the Medicine Guardian, and it says be open to healing information. So maybe even for some of you, it could be that there's a mindset that needs to be healed. A mindset that is afraid. A mindset that is stuck in scarcity. That's too afraid to make the change because you're worried about stability, security, not trusting that if you do let go, the universe is going to align you with another opportunity to replace that or even give you more than what you asked for. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the snake, and it says shed old skin. So again, another card here of change, transformation. Okay, change and transformation. Some of you I'm getting, because this kind of reminds me of Kundalini energy that's rising here. You know, to me, this is a lot of you aligning your feminine, your masculine energies here, your power, basically. Okay, becoming and uncovering the new version of self, the self that is in alignment with your destiny, that allows you to trust where your intuition is guiding you. Okay. I'm seeing Medicine Guardian here. I don't know. Maybe some of you are feeling called to some type of medicine, like becoming a doctor, or I don't know, so maybe medical or health field, healing, spiritual work. Okay. Maybe for some of you, I don't know. We even have the dog friend here. Maybe some of you are feeling called to work with animals, like veterinary medicine or something like that. Okay. Whatever it is you feel called to. Okay. To me, more or less, it's about you, exactly that, and locking your magic. Okay. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the lizard and the pitcher plant with stagnation, no one likes stagnation. It's not fun. This is like things that are not progressing, not moving forward. So we'll see what is going on. with that. Or how we can change it, right? We want to move out of stagnation. But let's see what's here. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have the Moon. The Ten of Wands. The Queen of Cups. She looks like she's waiting for answers here. And we have the High Priestess. I mean, I love this energy. I love this energy. This makes me feel, because you have stagnation here. There's intuition coming in, but then the Moon energy here is, this is where doubt enters, fears, anxiety. Ten of Wands energy can also be that some of you are putting forth a lot of time, a lot of energy. Because the Ten of Wands can be when we've gone through a really challenging cycle. Some of you might be really, really like have work crazy hours, put in a lot of work. Some of you might already be at the place of also feeling burnt out. Maybe some of you literally have been in a place of stagnation where you are burnt out, you're tired, you're drained, you're exhausted, you want more time for other things in your life, like maybe even your love life. I mean, feeling that this could even be something that for some of you has been affecting your romantic relationships too. Yeah, to me, I'm kind of like, I mean, the way that I read tarot, I don't know if you guys noticed already, but I am very imaginative. So when I look at these cards, they come to life for me. They come to life for me. So I'm seeing this as you, basically, you coming out. There's a little house over here, but you're coming out of the house and you are literally here in this body of water in the dark, in the middle of the night, and you are here walking out into the pond or whatever this is, a pond or something, and you're standing out under the moon and you're literally asking the moon, where am I going? Where am I going? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go next? Because I feel like many of you, like I said, with this Queen of Cups energy here, she looks like she's waiting for something. And this girl's like, ooh, did she get the download yet? Did she get the message from Spirit? But here you are with your cup and you're listening, right? You're listening, you're feeling all of this intuitive energy. Like you're trying to feel into this energy like, okay, what's next? You're waiting for the signs, the synchronicities, the omens, like what's next for me? This moon energy can also be a card of illusion and deception and things that are a little bit clouded and uncertain, unclear. So it may even be that you feel like you're not sure where you're supposed to go next. Some of you could be like at a job where you feel like, I don't know if this is really what I want anymore. I'm kind of feeling a little burnt out. I'm feeling overworked. I'm feeling underpaid for some of you. And I want something more. And I feel like many of you are waiting kind of like for that intuitive download from Spirit to say, go here or go there, you know? And it makes me feel that maybe there's even a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety of even stepping away from what you could currently be doing. You know? Like this little squirrel is like coming in and checking on you. Like, do you know what you're doing yet? There's a little snake that's kind of wrapping around her waist too. So it makes me feel, even the fish is jumping out of the water. There's this beautiful waterfall that's here behind her. So to me, there's a lot of this, I don't know, feelings, emotions, and things kind of being released. There's a lot of clearing here, I'm feeling as well. This makes me feel with this Ten of Wands, this dragon looks like look at him. He looks like he's just tired. He doesn't even have any fire left. He's just got like a little smoke that's barely wisping out of his little nostrils. He's like, I'm done. I'm tired. I can't go anymore. I can't fly anymore. right? And this even looks like with the Lovers card here, like this woman is going up to this guy for advice, or he's getting some from her. So yeah, this makes, and even the moon is in the background there. It makes me feel like you guys are contemplating some type of change. The Lovers is also a choice of the heart, right? It's being guided by our heart. You know, we do have the Four of Wands here, and the Four of Wands is a card of stability, also a card of celebration, right? So maybe for some of you, I don't know, this even makes me feel like some of you could even be contemplating retiring, or even moving house. I'm seeing some of you are moving house. Some of you, it may even be the purchase of a new home or moving to a new home. Because I'm also seeing there's two houses here, which is actually a mirror. It's a reflection, right? Because that's what the moon is. It's illusion. I might have to get a little bit more information for you. But yeah, I'm feeling like the Queen of Cups energy is very much tapping into the intuition. The Queen of Cups is also very creative energy. Very creative. Yeah, she looks like she's... I mean, we can look at this in a way like you're having a talk with your higher self. Like, where am I going? What am I doing? What am I doing next? Because this to me is like there's something that's done here. Okay, with the Ten of Wands. And maybe now you're just like, okay, well, I've already done this career for so long. I want something different. Or where am I feeling called? Okay. Let's see what else. We have the butterfly with rebirth. And it says, you look at that. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So it makes me feel like some of you might even kind of be like in this awkward space of in between. In between of feeling some type of change or shift happening within you. And it's really about you doing what you love, which I feel like has been a message that has been kind of like across the pile. So maybe this is a rebirth process for you where you are tapping in to that inner wisdom. Many of you with the High Priestess energy here could be accessing, those of you that believe in past lives, you could be like accessing parts of yourself, remembering who you are. Love every part of your journey. So even if you could be feeling a little bit lost right now, a little bit like anxious, like knowing and feeling there's something that's changing, something that's coming, this is just a need for you to just kind of feel into the energy. Okay? Because this stagnation here, we don't want that, right? We want things moving and going forward. So let's see what else. You have the fox here with clever. And it says, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. And it also says, be open to romance. Okay? And we're literally seeing the Lovers and the Four of Wands energy here. So maybe some of you are also kind of like, I don't know, maybe for some of you there's wanting some type of career change to even spend more time with a romantic partner. I mean, I don't know. Some of you could have love at work. There could be love at work there. Actually, you guys got 3 of these cards. The other pile's got 2. So we'll see. Hopefully I can fit everything here. We've got the lizard with regeneration. And it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So this may even be like for those of you that have been out of work, you know, maybe not working for a while, that this is Spirit saying that this is your time. This is your time. This is your time for rebirth, for reinventing the self, for becoming who it is you truly wish to be. Okay? We have, look at that, Wizard of the Woods with focus. And then we also have the Mystic Meadow with Sanctuary. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting a change for you here as well, which is, I feel like, something that's come across all 3 piles is being open to change, being flexible, right? I want to, and I feel like with the focus here, look at how this wizard has like all of this powerful energy that he's putting out, right, towards manifesting here. I'm also noticing, because this is a little squirrel here, squirrels are also, we have to think about what their behavior is, right? They're very busy. They're storing acorns and nuts, right, for the winter. So there's them preparing. They're preparing for something. So maybe for some of you, it is preparing for some type of change. Gathering things, gathering information, right? Which kind of looks like that's what she's doing here. Maybe some of you are needing some time and some space out in nature alone. Literally like what she's doing here, right? She's waiting for information. That's what she looks like to me. And the feminine energy, regardless, with the Queen of Cups, the feminine energy is receptive, right? Being open to receive. That's what she's there. With her cup, she's just like receiving, right? Receiving information, receiving creative ideas, downloads, the High Priestess energy. Okay, so let's see. It says, no matter what happens, you can adapt. So this makes me feel, because it says you are a survivor. This makes me feel like some of you may have been going through some difficult times. You know, maybe having lost a job, whether it's being fired or being laid off. And you may feel really anxious, like, when am I going to find something? I'm feeling that there's something here with the Four of Wands, because that is a beautiful celebration right there. But there's a need for you to follow your heart here, right? Rebirth, regeneration, reinventing yourself. Resources surround you. That could be friends. That could be romantic partners. It could be family members, right? That you can ask, especially if you're unemployed. You could start asking friends like, hey, are you hiring at your job? Is your job hiring? Asking a romantic partner, maybe collaborating even with someone. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this moon energy a little bit. Why is the moon here? The Fool. Look at that. New beginning. So some of you could even be feeling afraid of taking a risk. Look at how he looks like he's looking back at home, and he's got his little knapsack packed and he's walking away. Right? He's walking away there. So maybe for some of you, you fear stepping outside of your comfort zone, taking a risk. Maybe some of you are literally leaving family, moving away from family. Okay? Maybe out of your living situation. Some of you might live with family, with parents, and are just kind of wanting to get out. Right? Because you feel stagnant here. So this is a need for taking a risk. Right? Taking a leap of faith. That could even be, let's just say, if you can't afford to live by yourself, move in with friends. Ask other friends, hey, do you want to get an apartment together? I don't want to live with my family anymore. I don't want to live here anymore. Do you want to get an apartment with me? Do you want to rent a house with me? To make the cost of living better, right? So some of you, yeah, you could be like wanting to leave home, but feeling like, okay, how am I supposed to do this? Where's the money going to come from? How am I going to do this? Right? This is, to me, is like resources surround you. There's people. There may be other people that you could connect with that also live at home and they don't want to be at home. Right? Yeah, let's see what else. Why is the moon here? A Hermit. The Hermit is an energy of solitude. Some of you may be wanting to be alone. wanting to live alone, wanting to be alone. I'm also seeing a little bee here. To me, that is kind of like that symbol of community. Other people, maybe friends for some of you are an important thing here. I'm feeling it's important for you to surround yourself, especially with your career, like your coworkers, your colleagues, that you surround yourself with people who are supportive. Okay? People who are supportive. I'm also noticing here there's a bear. To me, this is this very protective. This is earth energy with the bear. But this is very protective. This is also very strong, very powerful. And then you have a little rabbit here, which to me is a symbol of fertility, of passion, of creative energy. And then you have the little resourcefulness of the fox, being clever, figuring things out, right? Solutions to problems are easily found. You are swift and smart. It's like Spirit saying, you got this. You're going to figure this out. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Love every part of your journey, which, like I said, for some of you could feel like things are not quite where you want them to be just yet. The Hermit energy may be a need for a little bit of soul searching too, okay? A little bit of soul searching. Why is the moon here? The Empress. Okay. And the Empress is a beautiful energy. The Seven of Cups at the bottom. This is Spirit saying you have options. You have choices. There's a need for focusing though, right? On one. So if that means you spend some time to think by yourself, to do some introspection, to think, okay, what do I love? What do I feel my heart is calling me towards doing? The Empress is you being a powerful co-creator. Look at all this feminine energy here. The Empress, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Okay? This is birthing, manifesting something. This is you recognizing and seeing yourself as the Empress, as abundant, as prosperity, connected into the earth energy, right? You have the power to create. You have the power, you have the access, just like everyone else does. But it is us aligning our energy and believing, right? Feeling into this energy here and trusting our intuition. Okay? Sometimes, yes, we can get blocked, we can get clouded. Fear can be something that can totally throw off our intuition. Then we start doubting ourselves, right? I can't do this. It's not going to happen. All that negative thinking throws our energy down, right? And then we are no longer in alignment with abundance, with manifestation, with, creation, creativity. Okay? So let's see, being mindful. Yes, we're always going to have those negative thoughts that creep in. We can't help it. We have an ego. Okay? It's here to serve and protect us and keep us safe. But sometimes, yes, it can get annoying. It can be in our way. It can be blocking us from doing things that we want to do, So it's being mindful. Is this my ego or is this my intuition? If it's fear-based thinking, that's ego. Okay? That is ego. But yes, I feel like with the Empress here, it's more or less about you starting to believe in yourself, right? I'm also noticing that in this Empress card, there's these 3 little hobbits that are all circled around together, right? This is creative energy. I mean, this could even be, like I said, friends may be something that's very important to you at this time. Co-workers, collaborating, connecting with others could be something that's really important for you. This is also Spirit saying you have brilliance to share with the world. So there's something here that many of you are meant to do. Many of you, it's using your psychic gifts. Okay? Psychic gifts. Many of you are meant to be guides, mentors, holding the light for others on their path. healing. Some of you could even be a person who's helping others with romantic relationships. You could have gone through, because it says you're a survivor. So some of you could have gone through some really not so great relationship situations, family situations, toxic upbringings. You're a survivor. There's something that you've gone through. Many of you have a story to share. You have a story to share. And that can be something that you turn into literally your pot of gold, your superpower. You go through what you go through because it's part of your purpose. You're here to learn lessons. We all are. Okay? We all are. And yes, some of those things that we go through can be pretty painful, pretty crazy, and pretty just way far out there, dealing with a lot of situations that are just sometimes unthinkable. Okay? I've gone through a lot of those too. But many of you have this energy within you, and Spirit's wanting you to feel almost like your past is fueling this fire and this passion for what you are meant to create with your career. Many of you, what you've gone through and what you are a survivor of plays a huge role in what career path you choose. Right? I'm seeing sanctuary here with survivors. So this makes me even feel that some of you could be somebody who owns creates some type of nonprofit organization or something that's even helping people, making people feel safe or protected, holding events for people, healing events. You could even be somebody who has this makes me kind of feel like a battered women's shelter. Like a safe haven. For other survivors, of something that you've gone through. But this feels like some of you, trauma that you've gone through is part of your purpose. You're meant to then maybe be that guiding light for other people to show them the way of what you've already gone through. Okay? And I feel like that is for some of you very specific. Love every part of your journey. Some parts of your journey are not pretty, right? They're not pretty. Painful. Very challenging. Okay? But look at all of these beautiful butterflies. This is huge and powerful transformation for you. So it's kind of like changing or from the pain or whatever this is that you've survived into your passion, into your purpose. Okay? And I feel like it does involve other people, working with others. People coming together here with the Four of Wands. I'm just seeing it as something beautiful, like this beautiful event or something that people are gathering at. Some of you, even with the High Priestess and the Moon energy here, could even be helping people to heal, helping people to work on subconscious spheres. You could even go into psychology, becoming a hypnotherapist, holding the light for others, holding space, sacred space for others' healing. Okay? Which means using your gifts, your natural born gifts. Okay, and I feel like for many of you, that is what Spirit is kind of trying to push you to discovering, is you're going through the things you've gone through for a reason. Many of you are meant to serve the collective with something that you've gone through that has been traumatic. That is your power here. That is what you are meant to turn into your power. Okay. Let's see. Pile number 3. But yes, those of you that have been maybe feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit lost, there's some type of leap of faith that you're needing to take here. I am seeing a change. Many of you have gone through some really challenging energy or are feeling just kind of drained, like I said, tired, exhausted. And this is a need for you to follow your heart. Many of you, it is a new beginning. Moving out of a place of stagnation, okay? Let's see. Pile number 3. What is next in their career for pile number 3? Focus. Another card with focus. With The number 4, that's the Emperor energy. The 4s are about stability. Okay? To me, that she also looks like she's focusing her energy on what she wants, what the goal is, and taking little by little steps to get there, right? Focus on what you want, pile 3, not what you don't want. Focus all of this intention, okay? Not on how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, just focus, manifestation, okay? Because yes, there can be a lot of different ideas that you have. This is a need for you to focus in on one thing, right? Or a couple things, and just really put your energy towards that. Pile number, we've got Protection Guardian. It says drop your shields. Drop your shields. Which means for some of you, this can be your own fears and your own anxiety that block you. Right? We're being feminine energy here, open to receive. Right? This to me is creating resistance. You want to be open to the flow of intuitive downloads, messages of where Spirit is guiding you along your career path. We have Mnemosyne with the past. Yeah, like I said, many of you, what you're meant to be doing for your career is tied into what you've gone through in the past. And like I said, many of you, survivors of what could be many different things. Okay? Many different things. We have secrets here. So maybe, yes, I feel like many of you have a story to tell. Some of you could be writers. I feel like there's something very healing within your energy. Maybe many of you are meant to be healers. Okay? Yep. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.